Application of the trigonometry. This chapter is from continuation of the trigonometry chapter only. So you have already learned the identities and the values there. Mainly this question is for values only. So let us see what is the theory part of this one. Trigonometry is one of the most ancient subjects studied by scholars all over the world. Trigonometry was invented because its need arose in the astronomy. Since then, the astronomers have used it, for instance, to calculate the distance from the Earth to planet and stars. We are not going to calculate all these things. Still, it's an application so wherever the previously it was used in the beginning and all. Trigonometry is also used in geography and navigation. The knowledge of trigonometry is used to construct maps, determine the position of any island in relation to the longitude and latitudes. So you are having applications and everything. So mainly we are dealing with this type of the questions only, that is height and distance based questions. Surveyor have used trigonometry for centuries. One such large surveying project of the 19th century was Great Trigonometric Survey of British India, for which two largest ever theodolites were built. So here you can see that figure it is given that Qutub Minar, that same example we have seen in the trigonometry chapter. So one side Qutub Minar is there. If you check the figure, you can see a right angle triangle and all there, and one observer is there. So small somebody is watching the Qutub Minar. That is the situation for us. So in the figure, AC is drawn from the eye of the student. A student is watching. They have shown with the small size of that one. You can see that the small from the eye of the student to the top of the minar, it is called a line of sight. From the eye of the student, we have to draw a line to the till where, to the top of the minar, that is called a line of sight. So the what is happening here, the student is looking at the top of the minar. Now we are getting an angle BAC. Angle BAC is formed by the line of sight with the horizontal is called the angle of elevation on the top of the minar. So right side only you are having a right triangle. We are only considering about right triangle only. So AE, the height of the observer. AE is the height of the student, or we can say observer. From the eye of the observer, we have to draw a line to the top of the minar, that is called a line of sight, right? Now from the line of sight, because level of eye, we are drawing a horizontal line parallel to ground. So from the eye of the observer, we are drawing a parallel line to the ground level. Then this angle, this horizontal line and the line of sight making an angle. Why it is elevating? Because we are raising our eye to the minar. So angle is upward direction. So elevated angle. So that is called the angle of elevation. So angle BAC is called the angle of elevation. Now BA is always parallel to the ground level only. Ground level means which one? D. D is the horizontal line and AB is drawn such a way that AB is parallel to DE only. So when we are seeing the objects which is higher than ours, so we are raising our eye level to watch that top of the object. So what happens here? We raising our level. So angle is formed with the horizontal and the object. That is called the line of sight is there. The angle is formed between the horizontal line, then the line of sight is called the angle of elevation. You can understand more later we can explain. Thus, line of sight is the line drawn from the eye of the observer to the point where the object is viewed by the observer. The angle of elevation of the point viewed is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal point. The case when we raise our head to look the object. Again, it is explained here. Horizontal level is drawn, angle of elevation is the line of object is there. Now the student is observing a kite only, right? So whenever we are doing the application of the trigonometry, we should get a right triangle only. So there is no need of doing that. And now you think that eye level, from the eye level it is to be drawn, so eye should be drawn. Not like that. We will take it as a point only for marking everything. And height is specified in the question. Some height we have to draw. For example, for the same diagram we can make like this: first ground level, right? Next some height will be there. Then from the eye we are drawing a parallel line. Now the object is here. What happened? From the eye, through the eye we are observing this one. So this horizontal, we are making an angle. This, let it be theta I am using. This theta is called the angle of elevation. So where this form first horizontal level, then line of sight. So you are raising your eye, or you are raising your observing level to some angle, to the upward direction. That is, angle is elevated, angle is raised. So we are using the word angle of elevation. When you see an object above you, there is an angle of elevation between the horizontal and your line of sight to the object. Once again, we have drawn object is there, you means the student or somebody, we are standing there. Now the height is not mentioned, means whatever is the horizontal level or the ground level will be the horizontal. So with the ground level, that will be considered as a horizontal, so height is not mentioned. So how the diagram will be, it will be like this. So it will be formed as a angle of elevation. So sight line means is called a line of sight only. So with the object and the observer's eye level, that is, we are drawing a line, that is called a line of sight. And the horizontal level, that is parallel to the ground level. If now height is mentioned, the ground level only will be the horizontal level. So with the horizontal level, what is the angle making with the line of sight, that is called the angle of elevation. In this case, the angle is raised, angle is elevated, so we are using the word angle of elevation. Similarly, when you see an object below you, what will do, there is an angle of depression between the horizontal line and your eye line of sight to the objects. So somewhere you are top of the hill only, you are standing here, and you are objecting something on the ground road only, some car is going moving on. So from the hill you are observing this point. So what happened here, this from this to the object, right? So we are drawing a line. Okay, so this is called a line of sight. So before doing the line of sight, we need a horizontal line. So here this is parallel to the ground. So the horizontal line and the line of sight, we are making an angle, that is called the angle of depression. Now we are looking downward direction. So usually elevation will be denoted by alpha and the depression will be denoted by beta only, right? So when the while seeing the diagram itself, you know that horizontal direction is drawn, then the line of sight is drawn. Between the line of sight and the horizontal line, what is the angle is making, that is called the angle of depression. Now you are thinking that angle of depression is there, angle of elevation is there. So when this is parallel to the ground level, right? So what is angle of depression, we are making this also, here also same only. Why it is same, it is alternate angle, alternate interior angles are equal only. So when we are doing the sums in the problems, so when we are doing the angle of depression, we must draw the horizontal line. So from the horizontal line, line of sight, we have to make the angle of depression. So I think, see the diagram, it is more clear to you. The term angle of elevation denoted the angle from the horizontal upward, and observed line of the sight would be the horizontal. So again we have drawn angle of elevation. I'm giving one more time explanation. From the horizontal line, line of sight, both the angle, I repeat, both the angles are formed between line of sight and the horizontal line, right? Now one is the case observer is on the ground level, another case observer will be in the top level, right? That is the change here. So according to that, object will change. So in the case of angle of elevation, observer is on the ground level and object is on the sky or somewhere else on the top only. So line of sight we have to draw first, and the horizontal line we have to draw. With this, what is the angle making, that is called the angle of elevation. Now same way, observer is standing somewhere on the top. Observer, he is object or viewing the object downward. So what is the first step? A horizontal line to be drawn through the eye of the observer, and line of sight is drawn. With this, some angle is formed, that is called the angle of depression. Now angle of elevation and angle of depression are congruent. What is the meaning of this one? I explained there with the diagram. I'll show this one. Angle of depression, that is the man is standing here, and angle of depression is beta. I'll mark. So because horizontal line and the line of sight. Okay, now what is the horizontal line here? Sometimes observer is here. So the observer is forming an object here. So what happens here? Angle of elevation. So both are parallel. So both angle of elevation and angle of depression will be same only. So that means it is making a 30 degree here, here also 30 degree. If it is making 45 here, then elevation also 45 degree. So both are congruent. So this type of the questions, we must learn how to draw which one, a right triangle first. If you formed the diagram, you are able to form a diagram, then it is be easy only. So once again, when we are standing on the ground level, we are viewing an object on the top. Horizontal level I have already drawn. What is the this direction? Line of sight. This angle is called alpha, and it is noted as a angle of elevation. Now reverse for process I am taking. I am standing on the top of something on the this is the ground level. We are ground, we are observing something. So first I have to draw with the eye level horizontal, then second line of sight. Here whatever angle we are making, that by looking downward direction, so it is called depressed, angle of depression. Now one more property we can use here. When we marked angle of depression here, this also angle beta, beta only it is formed. Why it is beta only? Because the horizontal lines are parallel to each other, so alternate interior angles are equal. So whatever angle you are forming here, if it is 30 degree, here also you will get a 30 degree. If it is 45 degree, there also you will get a 45 degree. Now we'll go for the first question. A tower stands vertically on the ground 20 meter away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. What is the height of the tower? Now I want to say that first you understand the question. Based on this right triangle only, we have to form some diagram. We have to form. That diagram is correct, then this type of the questions are very easy to solve. Now a tower stands vertically on the ground 20 meter. See, tower stands vertically above the on the ground. So tower, how we can represent it? We are representing by a straight line to the ground. Right? Next, it is 20 meter away from a tower stands vertically on the ground 20 meter away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the tower is 60 degree only. That means elevation 60 degrees formed at what distance? 20 meter away from the foot of the tower. If it is a tower, you know that this will be top, this will be foot. So from 20 meter away, this distance is 20 meter. What is the angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is 60 degree. Now before marking angle of elevation, we need what? Horizontal line already formed with 20 meter. Now what is left for us? A line of sight. So we are joining this. So line of sight, it is formed here and it is mentioned as 60 degree. Clear? So now what is the height of the tower? So according to the question, height of the tower h we have marked. Now what are the letters here? It is used. The AB is the height of the tower and BC equal to 20 meter. So this is the diagram concept we must have. So what is the you should think means, always read the question carefully and form the diagram easy. Then you can do easily the whatever is the unknown factor you can calculate. Once again, a tower stands vertically on the ground 20 meter away from the tower. Angle of elevation is formed, that is 60 degree. So drawing angle of elevation, we need line of sight. So here 60 degree. Now what is the height of the tower? This is the question is asking. So the first point is that here we have to make 90 degree in the diagram. Then only we can do. Now h should be calculated. Now that is the next step should come. Now with respect to trigonometric ratios, we have to find what is h. See, if 60 degrees taken, h is the opposite side and 20 meter is the non side, that is adjacent. So tan 60 if you use, you can get the value for h only. Suppose you can use sin 60 also, you can use cos 60 also, but whatever is easiest for us, that should be calculated. So you should think that which is the unknown, which is the known value. Which is the unknown here? Height of the tower. We have taken as a h only. Now known side is which one? That is the distance. 20 meter is given. So with respect to 60, it is opposite side and this is adjacent. So which ratio is possible for us? Which ratio is possible? Tan 60 is possible. So we are using tan 60. Now see this one. Triangle ABC, we mentioned here BC 20 meter. and angle of elevation 60 degree. Height of the tower AB equal to h only we have taken. Capital or small? Here capital is marked, h we can use. Okay. Now tan theta we are written. Tan theta, what is the formula? Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side only. Hmm. Tan 60 we are writing. Tan 60 equal to, with respect to the diagram, tan 60 equal to opposite side, that is h. I'll write first AB by BC only. Now tan 60 value you must know, that is equal to root 3, that is equal to h by 20. Now we can calculate for h by cross multiplication only. So h is equal to 20 root 3. This much only, very simple question it is. You can understand what is the angle of elevation here. So the answer is 20 root 3 only. So with respect to the sides, known value and unknown value, which trigonometric ratio is easy, that you have to choose. So based on the opposite side and adjacent side, we have to use it tan 60 here. So tan 60 values are root 3 only. So we are substituting that value, and unknown h we are calculating. Well, the second question, let us see. A ladder is placed along the wall of a house such that its upper end is touching the top of the wall, and the foot of the ladder is 2 meter away from the wall, and ladder is making an angle 60 degree with the level of the ground. Determine the height of the wall. So ladder is placed. So here ladder, the top upper end is touching top of the wall. So wall is the perpendicular for us, right? Now ladder is keeping in such a way that upper end is touching the top of the wall. This is top of the wall and this is foot of the wall, right? Once you marked, you can know the terms only. So wall we have here. So here top of the wall. Then upper end of the ladder. Ladder we are keeping in slanting position only. So top touching here. This is ladder. And the foot of the ladder is 2 meter away from the wall. So where is the wall's foot? Here only foot of the wall. From there it is 2 meter. So we got a right triangle, and based on the ground this angle is 90 degree. So this type of the questions, don't forget to mark the 90 degree only. Now making an angle 60 degree. Find the height of the wall is the question. So this is unknown to us, right? So height of the wall is unknown to us. Now you again calculate with respect to 60, which is the unknown side, the height of the wall, that is opposite side is unknown, and which is the known side, adjacent side, right? So tan 60, opposite side and adjacent side, where it coming, which trigonometric ratio is coming? Tan is coming. So tan 60 again we are using in this question. Tan 60 equal to the height of the wall divided by the distance that is given 2 meter. So here also we are using tan 60 only. So tan 60, what is the value? Root 3. And AB by 2, what is AB? AB is h only for us. So here we can write that root 3 equal to h by 2, implies cross multiplying h equal to 2 root 3, right? So again the same concept I have given, so you can get the idea how to use this one only. So listen once again. Now this position of ladder is this one, that is AC, and this is wall. So what is the case here? Angle of elevation is required. So angle of elevation means horizontal is required, that is 2 meter, and the line of sight is here ladder only. So with the ladder horizontal distance, that is making an angle of 60 degree only. So height of the wall we can calculate by using tan 60. I think you got some idea how to do the questions. Now the third question. An electric pole is 10-meter high. So which is electric pole? AB is 10 meter, right? A steel wire tied to the top of the pole. Pole once you decided, then top and bottom, that is a foot. We can make it like this only. This is the pole for us, right? which is pole AB. Now a steel wire at the top of the pole is fixed at a point to the ground to keep the pole upright. If the wire making an angle 45 degree with the horizontal through the foot of the pole, then the length of the wire calculate. So wire is this one only, AC, and here what happens, that means a slanting line we got, that is a line of sight here, with the line of sight and the horizontal distance, that is a BC, making an angle 45 degree. So the first important step is that we have to form a right triangle here. So which is the right triangle here? ABC. So definitely we should mark angle B only. Now the question is asked for length of the wire only. Length of the wire means which ratio we should find out. See, if it is AC is the length of the wire, that is a hypotenuse with respect to 45. Now which is the known side? 10 meter is the known side, that is opposite side only. See, so any angle you can use here. Sine ratio we can use, cos ratio we can use, means adjacent should be get. So here we have to use a sine only. So sine 45 we are using. Listen, so sine, what is the formula? Angle is 45 only. Opposite side by hypotenuse. 1 by root 2 AB divided by L. Right? So here we have used L is the unknown. AB is known to us. 1 by root 2 equal to, what is AB there? 10 divided by L. Capital only we have used. Okay. Now cross multiply L we can calculate. Now listen all of you. If you use a tan 45 here, what will happen? Tan 45 equal to opposite side, that is AB divided by adjacent side BC. Right? So tan 45 equal to 1 only. What is AB? AB is 10. So divided by BC. Right? So you will get the answer for BC equal to 10. Right? So now we will not get the length of the wire by using tan 45. There is nothing wrong in this one. After getting BC also, we can go for AC. We can use the cos also, the cos 45 also. So which is convenient. Within one step we are getting the answer when we are using sine 45. That is why we told which is the convenient ratio that we have to use here. Okay, so what happens here? Tan 45 also I can use, but I'll get the value for BC only. Then I can go for cos or sine only again for getting the length of the wire. The question is asked for length of the wire only. So which is the ratio correctly we have to use? Better we have to go for sine 45. Within one step we will get the answer. So the most important step in the application of the trigonometry, that based on the questions you should form a right triangle correctly. If your right triangle is constructed, you can choose appropriate trigonometric ratios for finding the question. So the first two questions, it was tan only. Now the third question, it became sine 45. Now let us see the next question. A vertical tower stands on a horizontal place and surmounted by a vertical flagstaff. At a point on the plane 70 meter away from the tower, the observer notices that the angle of elevation of the top and bottom of the flagstaff are 60 and 45 degree. Find the height of the flagstaff and that of the tower. So while reading this question, may be difficult to form a its concept diagram only. What we should do, roughly we should draw one diagram. Now it is the beginning stage. You should draw roughly only. A tower stands on a horizontal place. So one horizontal place is there, on a vertical tower is there, right? Now it is surmounted by a vertical flagstaff. You know that in our school building only flag is the same rule only. Top of the floor we are keeping a flag, vertical flag we are doing there. There's like that here we are keeping a diagram like this. There is no need of drawing the flag and all. Just a perpendicular line we have to draw. So this is our build tower only. On the tower we are drawing a flag. So we are making two parts of this line. What the second part, it is a tower, and on the tower we are making a flag only, this much only. Now this is top of the flag and this is bottom part, right? That you should be very careful. Bottom part of the flag will be the top of the tower only. So now read the question. A vertical tower stands on the horizontal place surmounted by the vertical flag staff. This much only we can draw from the first sentence. At a point on the plane 70-meter away from the tower. So this is 70-meter. The observer notices the angle of elevation. Elevation means upside only. Elevated position only we have to draw. At the top and bottom of the flag. Top, what is the angle? 60 degree. And bottom, what is the angle? 45 degree. So top I am drawing first line of sight. So this is equal to 60. Now bottom of the flag, what is the angle making? It is 45. Right, so you are getting two type of angle of elevation here. That means two right triangle you will get. Which are the right triangle? So let me make another letters only. P Q R S, right? So PQR is one right triangle, and at the same time PQS also right triangle only. So from the PQR tan 45 to be used, from the PQS tan 60 to be used. That is the concept. Two different triangle, right triangle we are getting. Based on that we can write, right? So now let us see the diagram. This diagram only we are going for. The fire diagram I will go. So tan 45 and 60 is marked. Flag and tower is also marked. Tower height is taken as H, flag height is taken as X. So in triangle BDC, tan 45 we have 45 we have used. This is the first step. Triangle BCD, what is tan 45? BC by DC, right? Tan 45 equal to BC by DC. Tan 45 value is 1. 1 equal to H by 70. That means height of the tower we are getting 70 by using just one trigonometric ratio, that is 45 degree. Tan 45 we have used. Now what is the another triangle? ADC. Angle C is 90 degree. Now we are getting tan 60. What is the tan 60? Opposite side by, opposite side is AC divided by DC only. Tan 60 is root 3. AC means it is equal to X plus H divided by DC, that is equal to 70, right? So like that we have to form the ratio and cross multiply. Let us see this one. Tan 60 equal to BC by DC equal to root 3 equal to X plus H by 70. Now X plus H we are calculating. Already we have calculated what is H. So we have substituted H here. 70, then X we have calculated. So 70 so root 3 is the next line. X equal to 70 root 3 minus 70. That means X equal to 70 root 3 minus 1. Now root 3 value must be put and substitute. The final answer is 51.24. So the height of the tower we got is 70 from the first equation, and the height of the flag we got as a 51.24 only. Okay. So this question, compared to our previous questions, this is a little bit two steps is to be required here. Two more steps. Two right triangles we are getting. One is right triangle with the 45 degree, and another one is a 60 degree. So with these two right triangles we can form two equations, and with the help of the tan 45, the right triangle BCD, we are getting the height of the tower. Similarly, another right triangle what we are using, triangle ACD we are using. From the tan 60 we are calculating same rule only, but only the substituting values are changed here. Root 3 equal to X plus H by 70. X we are calculating X equal to 51.24 meter. Now according to the question, it is asked that height of the flagstaff as well as the tower only. So both the answers should be written here. So height of the tower equal to 70 meter, and the height of the staff is equal to means flag is equal to 51.24 meter. So I think today's class I will wind up. So application of the trigonometry based on the trigonometric ratios only. You must learn the values tan 60, sin 30, cos 30. 30, 60, 45 usually comes here. Sin, cos, tan, you have to learn all the values. Then based on that we can solve the sums.